afternoon and welcome to a new video with a walk with Coffee Neil. Today I'm in Slaithwaite, which is an hidden gem village of Huddersfield, I believe. So first things first, I'm gonna walk down and find somewhere to grab a coffee and then we'll begin with a walk. So it might take me a little while to actually find a coffee because I'm parked quite up from where all the village stores are. It were free to park there and it is at top of an hill. Quite a lot of people are parked there, so I presume it's a regular place for people to park. Quite like the housing estates on here as well. They look very nice, they look very clean, and yeah, let's go from there. And just to add to that, I did park away from people's houses a bit further up because obviously people will be at work and there's nothing more frustrating than getting home from work and not being able to find a place to park. So I did park further up so people could park outside their houses when they do finish work. So actually, I have actually just found this coffee shop right at the bottom of the road and managed to get a coffee straight away. Created by Anna. So I've been in curated by Anne, or Anna. I'm not particularly sure which one she likes to be called. However, it was very nice in there. Lots of settees, very comfortable, very tidy, very modern. I would have stayed in there, but I am on the afternoon and, you know, I want to get a proper walk round here. So I didn't come first thing in the morning. Spontaneous about coming here as well. So I didn't decide today, I just sort of decided halfway here on the drive, that drive up here. So I got the coffee, £2.20, which I think is decent value. So let's give it a walk round. So the first thing you can see, there's a canal here. I don't know if there's any boats further along, but we're going to walk down and we're going to see where this brings us out and see what views it gives us. So we do have boats along the canal. It does look a bit similar to Ebden Bridge as well. And funny enough, it was somebody from when I went to Ebden Bridge who recommended that I should give this a go. And tucked away here, in this little garage, we have a record shop. So I'll go in and have a look in there actually. So I've just been in here and bought a couple of CDs. So I bought a couple of CDs, went for a little bit of a change. I went for a couple of orchestra CDs just to put on car when I'm a bit chilled out, but the guy was really nice in there, called Matthew. And if you ever come this way, then it's definitely worth a visit. We got to support these independent record stores, and also, like, he was giving me a bit of an history lesson about the village. So you can walk down this canal, which belongs to Clone Valley, and you'll get to Marsden if you walk down here. The guy in the record store did say that Marsden's also a very nice area and definitely worth checking out sometime. So I probably will check that out at some point too. And you know my love for buildings, and this is another cracker. I do like that. And it stands out from miles away too. Do love a good bridge, and this is Slaithwaite Home Lane. I quite like that. Pretty quiet here as well. I'm going to walk up to top of the hill and see what view I can get. Don't regret walking up here. Look at that behind me. I'll flip it around in a sec and show you from the other side, but really like that. So this is the view I've now got. Really love the fact this looks like this and the sun is shining on the water. Love that. I'm gonna have a walk down here and see where I come out to. And that's the view you get from the other side. What I am going to do though is I'm going to try and walk over to that church over there. I've sort of walked around it, I've not walked past it yet, but I'll give it a go. So these little footbridges are becoming quite a common theme. Let's see how safe this one feels. That feels alright there. A lot safer than the one in Greenwich. Little waterfall there. Yeah, that's right. So I've got this jumper on, and the weather is blowing hot and cold, so it is bright sunshine. However, it's also very windy. So I probably picked about right, not using a coat but having a jumper. So I am walking back down now, and I'm walking to, I don't know if it's classed as the high street or just the village or whatever, but we'll walk back there. So another bridge here. There's quite a lot of these sort of tunnel bridges knocking about, but what's a little bit unique about this one, so obviously you just heard the train go over the top. I didn't actually realise that this was a railway bridge. Little bench if you want to sit down. I mean, it is full of hills here, so I can see why they put little benches in the middle of these places. So we just found a pub called the Silent Woman, which I'm sure the jokes will begin to roll. Now I've come down here and got to this church, so I'm going to have a quick look around the grounds of there. So I've walked up to the front at church, and this is a great building. Still not entirely sure what the church is called, but maybe I'll find out shortly. So that says National School there, but if I can zoom in, that's from 1824. Wow. So that's the other side. From the other side, I'm gonna walk up these steps. Obviously, steps are a common feature at video, but these are the first ones I've actually come across so far. And then it sort of stops there, and just walk onto housing estates from here. But it's good to have a little wander around here. Something a little bit different. You've got a Polish pottery shop there. Polka Dot Lane. Definitely a lot different from last week. Loads of coffee places to go here, places to eat, places to drink. So I'm gonna try and grab some dinner shortly. Cobwin Antiques. I quite like the name of that shop. There'll be some interesting stuff in there, I'm sure. Shut down, but an old bank building, very similar to the one we saw in Cleethorpes. Very much. This place does remind me of Ebden Bridge quite a little bit. Quite a few independent stores, and there's another one. Again, my love for these little tiny footbridges. And as you get where you go everywhere, a little bit of history about the community. Once again, it's fair to say I have no idea where I am, but I do like the scenery, so, and it is broad daylight, so we'll figure that out in a bit. So this is the view I'm getting, so you can tell why I'm not too fussed about not knowing where I exactly am. So I'm not sure if I can count this as getting lost, because I never actually knew where I were to begin with, so I'm not sure that can be counted as getting lost, because when you get lost you generally know where you were to start with, but I actually didn't. Obviously I know I'm in Slaithwaite, but I've never been here before, and I know I'm at top of an hill somewhere. Other than that, that's all I've got to go on. I'm sure my plan were to come down this bit though. Now look at this building. That's a perla, but it's all boarded up. I don't know if it's still in use, but you could do so many great things with that building, and I hope they can do if it's not in use. Yeah, so that building isn't in use. I hope they don't knock it down, because I feel like it adds so much character to this place. So I didn't give you a rating on the coffee. Coffee was really nice. The service was good, the price was good. Again, I couldn't have made a better choice. I am actually going to grab another coffee shortly as well from somewhere else, but I'd give that a solid 9 out of 10. So a little gift shop here and a bookshop there. So even though I don't read many books, I do like a little bookshop, so we're going to have a look in here. This actually does serve coffee and cake too, but I'm hungry, so I'm going to get some dinner from the cafe down the road. I'm going to give this place a go now, see what this is like. So just gone for some dinner. Ashby's Deli Cafe, and just something a little bit random on the wall. Love the randomness. Let's give this a go, £9.50. Now time for dessert. I'll eat the cake and then I'll go for a walk with the actual coffee, which is actually latte this time. So I've just been in Ashby's Deli Cafe. That cost me about £16. That was for a burger and chips, lemon meringue and a latte, and the quality of the food was so good and the staff was incredibly friendly, so I'm very glad I picked to come here. 9 out of 10 easy. So I don't know if you can see there, but there's a tiny little pretty cool, this place. So I did get the latte to go. I don't normally drink latte, so I decided to have a change because I'm normally one for white Americano, but I thought I'd give latte a go. Gallery. So I might try and go in and have a look around there. So there is quite a lot of pubs around here. That's another one, the Shoulder and Mutton, and they're all very nice, well looked after as well, and they all seem very like calm and friendly too. Yeah, so unfortunately it's about 5 to 4 and the gallery shuts for 4 o'clock. I don't really want to be that person that makes somebody stay at work later than they need to be, so I'll have to come back and visit it some other time, but I'm sure it's pretty good. Also, I forgot to say, like, the pronunciation of this place isn't Slaithwaite, it's actually Slaithwaite. I probably still call it Slaithwaite, but still, you learn something new every day. Another little solid footbridge as well. Nice little canal walk, as you can see, a bit of sunshine. Now I've no idea where I'm walking. I'm just walking up this path and we'll see where I get to. So that's the path I've decided to go to, but do I go up there? Or do I go up there? Let's go for up here. Feels quite good from the way I've walked though. Even though I'm not very tall and can't see over the wall, still can see something. Though as I'm walking up these steps, sounds like a main road up there. I'm sure the view gets better for me. Actually, it hasn't got that much better. Obviously there's just a lot of trees waving down. It's alright. There's a lot to like about this place. It's very nice. It's quite welcoming too. People need to watch the speed a bit on roads because there's a lot of places where the footpaths run out and you have to walk on the road, so people just need to be a bit more careful of pedestrians on that situation. So while you can hear me and I sound very out of breath, that's because number one I am, is because you walk up a lot of hills around here. So when I came to the top of those steps, I just turned right and presumed that if I went that way, I would find my way back to where I started from. I'm still hopeful. However, I'm not sure where this is going to lead, so this is going to be fun. And this is the public footpath that I'm currently walking down, although that's very close to where I just had my dinner, so that's a positive. These are the views I'm getting, which are pretty spectacular. So I think that is the footpath down there, but we'll soon see. I'm glad it's not muddy. So there you also have the Baptist Chapel, which again is a pretty cool building. Another pub on Main Road. They actually do karaoke on a Saturday afternoon 3 while 7, so that's gives you something to do on a Saturday afternoon if you're not a football fan. But another great building, what looks like it's sort of going to waste. Hopefully they don't knock that down, because again it's a very nice building. So as you can see behind me, I'm walking up yet another hill. But when you do get to the top, that's the view you're getting, so it's pretty special. And I've just found this place as well. So this is a Holy Family Catholic Church, and it's another great building. Look at it, the council have been very generous and put benches at the top of these hills, so I'm going to sit down for 2 minutes. So I've walked further down and I've come to this greenland, but as nice as it looks, I'm not going to walk down there because I'm not sure that takes me to where I want to get to. Look at those buttes. I'm not going to walk up them because I actually know where I am at the moment. Ish. So that's where I've just been, down there. I'm stood over the top of the bridge here, so I'm getting a better angle to show you this. So, walking back up to Corner, had a good afternoon in Slaithwaite, whatever you'd like to call it. Definitely worth the trip here. Could spend more time here. A lot of hills, to be prepared for that if you do come here. Plenty of coffee shops, plenty of places to eat, plenty of nice people, and thank you for watching. See you on the next one.